This is part 8 in the series. If you need context, you should go watch the rest of the series. In this step, I'm going to take another piece of functionality and move it from being a module scoped function into being a method within the duration class. So the first thing I notice is this msToLabel thing. There's 2 calls to it. Now, one might say, well, that's no problem. Let's just move it. But the issue is that it takes a number of milliseconds instead of a number of seconds. And seconds is the standard storage value, the standard number of units, I guess, for a duration object. So first we need to transform this msToLabel into something else. So we'll start by extracting functions. Create a function, we'll call it secondsToLabel. And then we'll extract another function, and we'll call it secondsToLabel2. And now we'll go look at these, and we'll start doing what we need to collapse them into one thing. So we'll normalize the signatures, and then we'll copy everything except for the name, and paste it, and we'll see that they're exact duplicates, which then means we can go to the call to the second one, make it a call to the first one, and get rid of the second one. So now we've got 2 calls to this secondsToLabel. Now the other thing we need to do, and this is the only, by the way, call to msToLabel now. So the other thing we need to do is inline msToLabel. So I'm going to copy its body, and I'm going to go to the one and only place that it's called, and I'm going to extract a constant and give that constant the name of the parameter inside the body. And then I'm going to paste the body after the return. This is like as close as we get to an inline. There's no automated inline that I can find in Visual Studio Code. Anyway, now I have an exact replica of the inside of that msToLabel code inside secondsToLabel. So I can go to msToLabel and get rid of it. Remove it. Oops. Let's get rid of the extra space. All right. So secondsToLabel. Now, secondsToLabel has the right signature, but it does some weird things. I could collapse this, but I don't really need to. I'll just leave it as is for now. Later, there'll be maybe some cleanup operations I'll do, like canceling out these thousands. But for now, let's just leave it doing exactly what it's doing. So now I want to get this logic into duration. First step is going to be to convert the parameters to a destructured object. That's what we like to do. Then if I look at where we call it in 2 places. I can just create a new duration object because it has the same, it meets the requirements of that type. So I can just wrap this in duration.from, and I end up with more or less the same thing that I had before. It's just now it's a duration object instead of a typeless object. This, of course, means that I can change the signature to actually require a duration. And that means that I can then go copy this into duration. And what I do, I will change this. The only use of seconds is seconds. And since I'm moving this to be on the object rather than take the object as a parameter, I can just use this.seconds. So I can then take this object and just give it, any old name and make it optional. Oh, look, I forgot to delete that one. So I'll just go ahead and remove that one. This lets me do the same trick that I did in step 7. So we have a few places we call this. Go back to where we call it. I can extract these as constants. Extract as constant. We'll call this min duration. And then I'll do the same thing here. Extract it as a constant. We'll call it max duration. And now I can simply take min duration and make it the object that we call secondsToLabel, and max duration, make it the object that we call secondsToLabel on. And then I can get rid of these arguments. And once I don't have any more uses of this argument, I can remove the parameter. And let's give it a better name. Say toLabel. And now we see kind of what we expect to see. We ask for the duration, label, right? We have the duration object. Now, over time, we're going to keep doing this transformation until all we're working with is a duration object where there's nowhere we're passing seconds around. This is one step towards that. Oh, I forgot one last thing, and that is to go to secondsToLabel and get rid of it. Nothing is using it anymore. So we'll just get rid of it. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you.